Hey, folks! Time to talk about the Fitzsimmons case again. Now, you might have heard that the clearly biased judge in the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case will no longer be the presiding judge. Now, how did this start? Well, to compress it a bit, Kelsey Fitzsimmons' defense found out that the judge had an ex parte meeting with the parole officer. The parole officer told the judge that Fitzsimmons did not violate any of these conditions. And still, the judge said to Miss Fitzsimmons, "No, you got to go back to jail," in the hearing that followed. Now, the defense didn't know about this ex parte hearing. They found out later. So they decided, well, that was one of three reasons, I believe, to why they wanted the judge to go, except for the obvious bias. So they filed this very, very thorough motion for Judge Fitzsimmons to recuse herself. And the facts of it was really, really damning, especially with the ex parte meeting, which she then did not disclose to either party. Now, why would she do this? The judge. Why? Well, your guess is as good as mine. It doesn't seem like she has a skin in this, except being the judge. It might just be that she was so convinced of Kelsey's guilt that she decided to throw out some punishment. Or maybe she didn't like her defense attorneys and decided Kelsey Fitzsimmons has to suffer for it. Your guess is as good as mine, because now we will not find out. Because despite this judge being on the docket as being the presiding judge for the following pretrial hearings and the trial, instead of for the appeals judge or the Supreme Court judge, was it? Hold on. The Chief Justice of the Superior Court, so not appeals or Supreme, just her boss, the judge's boss, so to speak. Decided, despite this judge being on the docket as the presiding judge over the next few pre-trial hearings and the trial, he yanked her. Just poof. No, all of a sudden, no. She will not. Your motion is moot, as in it's no longer valid because this judge is no longer on the case. This, for me, shows one thing: cowardness from the Chief Justice. Instead of addressing the very, very, very serious matters in this motion, ignored. Because this ex parte meeting is a violation against the code of conduct that the judge has to oblige. She has to follow it. She didn't care. Now, this is a part of the thing that I call the thin judicial line. Not the thin blue line where cops protect cops, but the thin judicial line where judges protect other judges. Because it seems they have this notion that in order to protect the sacrilege, protect the judiciary, instead of throwing out these bad apples, they protect them. and just swiftly go over here instead, as in this case. And for me, it shows, sadly, that Kelsey Fitzsimmons, I don't think it matters which judge she gets. Because if this is how the chief judge acts, the rest of the judges in that jurisdiction sees this. Okay, that's how it's going to be. I hope I'm wrong, folks. I really, honestly hope I'm wrong with that. Because Kelsey Fitzsimmons should not be on trial. These charges against her should be dropped, so she could focus on getting back custody of her baby. Now, there are a bunch of people out there that think, oh, it's better than that her ex has the baby. I don't think so. I believe that her ex, the coward, the unmanly, who had a relationship, the baby on the way, and then when Kelsey got her postpartum depression, the asshole just left. The asshole just left. And quite soon after, very soon after, all of a sudden, he moves in with another woman. Are we sure in what order that happened? Did he have this new... When did he get this new woman? During the pregnancy or after the baby was born? Don't know. But he's still an asshole. Baby on the way with a woman, and then just left. That's cowardice. So no, I do not think the baby is better off in that household with a possible cheater, adulterer, a guy who abandons if things gets rough, and then at least not be in her way. If you want to leave, fuck off, you wanker. But no, you have to try to destroy her by calling in this report that she was a danger or something. You almost got her killed. Maybe that was the goal. I don't know. But again, is that who you really want to have responsibility of a toddler? Not me. But now we got away from the subject a bit. Let's read here from Mr. Timothy Bradel. This is the press release to all media outlets from Timothy Bradel and Martha Coakley. Result of motion to recuse Judge McCarthy Neumann. February 10th, 2026. That was yesterday. The defense team for Kelsey Fitzsimmons is pleased to release today's decision from the Chief Justice of the Superior Court, issued just 1 day after the filing of our comprehensive motion seeking the recusal of Judge Kathleen McCarthy Neumann. Yeah, Chief Justice, he was in a rush because he read that motion and thought to himself, oh crap, and then did the wrong thing. Instead of recusing her and recommend the matter to the state bar, because I believe what the judge did in that ex parte here meeting is enough to at least get a warning. not impossible to be disrobed. And when I say disrobed, I mean the judge's robe, nothing else. But he chose the coward way and just moved her sideways. In the court's order, the Chief Justice determined that the recusal motion was moot in light of some unspecified intervening administrative action, noting that the judge is scheduled to sit in another session during the period of the remaining pre-trial and trial of this case. As a result, Judge McCarthy Neumann will no longer preside over the pre-trial proceedings or the trial of this matter. While the order does not specify the timing or source of the administrative assignment, the practical effect is clear. Judge McCarthy Neumann will not continue to sit on this case moving forward. This outcome directly addresses the core concern raised in the defense motion, namely the necessity of preserving the fairness, impartiality, and appearance of justice throughout the remainder of the proceedings. The defense team appreciates the court's prompt attention to these issues and remains committed to vigorously defending Ms. Fitzsimmons' constitutional rights as this case proceeds. We will continue to advocate for a fair education grounded in due process, transparency, and the rule of law. And just want to show you this little thing. Hold on while I had it here. I promise you I had it here. This shit, masshole mafia, who I really recommend that you stay away from if you want to not be mad and on high blood pressure all the time. Writing, what was the mission? To cost your client thousands of dollars to write a motion on a moot issue. You checking the court calendar would have accomplished the same thing and saved the girl money. Here's the thing, you little piece of shit. And it was posted as a reply. Look at that. Hold on while I put myself out of the way. This was, see? Ta-da! Ta-fucking-da. Judge McCarthy Neumann was scheduled. So yeah, to absolutely nobody's surprise, masshole mafia is a piece of shit who lies. Either lies or is too stupid to realize they are whoever they are. They are it's an asshole. It's an asshole account. Oh well. I'm glad that Kelsey will get a new judge. I'm not so happy about Judge Neumann, McCarthy, whatever. Who cares? That she will not receive a punishment for her wrongdoings. But yeah, that's what I had for you. An update on the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case and a little rant. You all have a good one. See ya. Bye-bye.